All of us have been there before. You attended a mind-blowing event. You're like, wow, like a siren or ambulance. But a couple of months down the line, you couldn't quite remember what exactly you learned, or you had nothing to show for all the excitement and all the buzz that you had generated from that experience. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that will help you to ensure that doesn't happen to you now that we've come through King's Conference and the next time you go for another mind-blowing event. These are 5 ways to have something significant to show for every big event you attend. You don't want to miss this one. Stay tuned.
I want to say welcome to our 7th anniversary, King 7th anniversary!
Reality is not where you are. Reality is where God is concerning you. Crowds of fire.
Clap your hands for Jesus. Hey, you are not alone. God is with us. Emmanuel, Emmanuel.
When there's a delay between manifestation and prayer, keep saying what you want to see, not what you are saying.
Today is day 1 of King's Conference 2024, and I must say it's been mind-blowing.
So let me start off by saying a big thank you to you and to everyone who joined us at our most exciting, most impactful, by my own estimation, event that we've ever had, which is King's Conference 2024. We're so grateful to all of our speakers, everyone who showed up, everyone who attended, everyone who gave, everyone who supported in a way or the other. If you're not yet a member of King's or you want to support what we do with your finances or resources or ideas, please ensure that you get in touch with us via the details around the screen right now, and somebody will reach out to you on the next steps. In this video, I'm sharing with you 5 ways to ensure that you make the most of every big meeting you attend. So let's go. Number 1, you've got to do something. Appreciate. Now, a lot of people don't do that. Whether you're a speaker or an attendee, appreciate the people that God used to bless you, to instruct you, to direct you, to encourage you, to correct you in some cases. Always understand that care and correction are currencies. They are investments. So you can go to their timeline and say, thank you for the message you preached at King's Conference. You can slide into my DM and say, thank you for allowing God to use you. You can slide into my wife's DM, not for that negative reason, but to appreciate her. So appreciation is very important. This is the reason. Whenever you appreciate, you are acknowledging the value of something at the deeper level, which then also causes your mind to revisit the value that that thing represents to you. You'll notice that many people that don't appreciate life don't maximize it. People that don't appreciate money don't maximize it. People that don't appreciate opportunities don't maximize them. Therefore, if you don't demonstrate appreciation of an event or a meeting or an encounter you've had, there is a huge likelihood that you will not be able to maximize the value that you got from that event, meeting, or encounter. Number 2, you've got to revise and review. One of the keys to retention is revision, and many of us know that by experience, all the way from primary school, secondary school, before you wrote your common entrance or school leaving certificates or examination to the university, wherever you schooled, you had to go over your notes. Typically, the last 2 weeks of a semester or a term before your exams, they're dedicated to revision. So you go over it again and again. One of the things that I try to do, I don't do it all the time, is I go back and I look through all the notes and I basically begin to extract 2 to 3 things I must do within the next 2 weeks. Typically, if you don't do anything with it after 7 to 10 days, there's a big chance that your notes are going to gather dust and that you will only have it as a fading memory and not an extra tool in your arsenal for productivity and impact. So review, revise, you can share your notes with some of your friends or discuss with your covenant partners and people in your circle, and ensure that you squeeze the juice out of every point that resonated with you. Number 3, can you create a calendar for implementation? So you heard Pastor so-and-so preach, you heard Sister XYZ sing, you heard Brother so-and-so deliver spoken word. How will that make a difference? Create a schedule concerning the things you want to create, produce, change. Schedule the transformation you want to see. Don't assume that these things will just, pop in your head at some time in the future. They may, but that's leaving things to chance. So say, oh wow, I heard about praying in the spirit, or about giving in a certain way, or about reaching out to people for kingdom purposes. When will you take the first step? When will you take the next step? Number 4, you want to stay around the fire. This is a major mistake that many people make. So for example, they go to a prayer meeting or a prayer conference or wildfire, King's Conference, right? And the fire is burning, the energy is energying. But guess what? Life is also life. And after a while, if you don't have a circle that is stoking those flames and feeding you with fresh fuel, the fire will burn out. How do you keep your food cold? By leaving it in the freezer or the refrigerator. The moment you bring it out of the freezer or refrigerator, after a while, it will begin to lose that coldness and to begin to take on the temperature of the environment. Most of us have the mental stress that we have as a function of the environmental distress that we've subjected ourselves in. Let me say that again. For many people who have mental stress, it's connected to environmental distress. So monitor your environment, connect with the right people. If you don't belong to a local assembly, join us at King's or any other Bible-believing, Christ-centered, kingdom-focused ministry that is practical in the demonstration of the life of God within the context of the times we are in. So monitor your circle, monitor your environment. I've got one more point and a bonus point, but before then, pay attention to this video.
I want to say welcome to our 7th anniversary, King 7th anniversary!
Reality is not where you are. Reality is where God is concerning you. Crowds of fire.
Clap your hands for Jesus.
When there's a delay between manifestation and prayer, keep saying what you want to see, not what you are saying.
Today is day 1 of King's Conference 2024, and I must say it's been mind-blowing.
So welcome back. Ensure that you plug into our meeting spaces at King's. They will enrich your growth. You will be exposed to accountability and to discipleship and to the feel of God that you need for every phase of your life. Number 5 is you've got to pray. Now, even if it's a business meeting, someone says, oh, well, how about the business meeting, the business conference? You still have to pray. You know why? Because the earth is controlled by spiritual forces. So you can make a presentation, everybody loves your proposal, but a day after you leave, somebody comes and speaks evil of you or your idea or your concept or the industry you represent, and that is the end of your $1 million deal, God forbid, or your $100 million contract. But if you pray, then the hand of God is deployed to move things on your behalf. Now somebody goes, doesn't God have a mind of his own? Absolutely he does. But the word says the heavens, they belong to God. The earth he has given to the children of men. The implication of that is that most things that happen on earth are within the control of human beings, good or evil, tall or short. God designated the earth to man. He gave him the title deed of the earth. He's the one that controls what goes on there. And so what prayer does is that prayer acknowledges the superiority of God, the supreme wisdom of God, the supreme strength of God, his ability to intervene in everything. And prayer then says, God, I give you permission to invade the permission that you gave me as a man, to take charge, to move things on my behalf. And one of the things you notice when you begin to pray is that things will start lining up. There might be challenges, but there will be strength and energy to go over them. Now on 5 to Thrive, I usually like to give a bonus point. But before I do that, have you liked this video? Have you shared this video? Have you posted a comment on this video? And remember that you can also watch other videos that I've shared over the months on faith and spirituality, on relationships, on mental health, and so much more. Number 6 is this: become a teacher of the things that you have learned. Now, most people feel, I don't know enough. I don't have results. I have nothing to show. And I understand that you're trying to avoid that popular trap of positioning yourself as a premature coach, or as some people would say, turning into a cockroach instead of a coach. Or you don't want to be just a motivational speaker. You want to have results that speak for the things that you're speaking. I get it. But this is what I've learned about life. There is somebody who considers the little you know as premium. There is somebody who's looking at what you know and going, wow, wow, wow. So you can do a recap and say, notes from the session at King's Conference, or the things I've learned by attending XYZ stockbroking conference, or real estate conference, or hair making conference. Teach the people who are coming behind you. One of the Greek philosophers put it this way: when we teach, we learn twice, which means that we have the privilege of rolling over the thoughts we already accommodated and seeing them in a different light, such that we get more value even as we share more value. It's been 5 to Thrive, 5 ways to maximize the value you get from every meeting. And make sure that you share this video, like it, and stay tuned, because every week I'm sharing practical truths that can enrich your life and cause you to thrive in life. My name is Daniel Watimbo, the pastor of Kings and the host of 5 to Thrive. And until the next video, keep on thriving in the things of God.